That was not pretty.
Live from Beverly Stuyvesant, Survivors 1. Veteran BK to the fullest. Got to pull it. Life is difficult right now. It's like, it's indescribable. It's hard to like pinpoint what direction is gonna go and what could possibly be the most logical outcome. Right now, it's COVID-19. It got the world by the balls. All of the so-called government officials and powerful minds and whatever, all of them. You can see it in their face in the beginning, of which is scared. They didn't have no sense of direction. You had Trump talking about he's gonna open shit up in 2 weeks or whatever. Don't worry. And right now, everybody is just living day by day. Day by day, because the following days you find out more stuff. Not even by the hour. Hours later, everything is just changing. It's all the information. We don't know how far can this go and how long can this continue at this level of so many losses. And also, we don't know if it's going to mutate or further evolve and cause more damage to the economy, to the, basically the infrastructure of the world. And the human beings are trying, I'll tell you that much. We're not just folding over and just bending at the knee and say that's it. Waving a white flag. We dying and we fighting in this shit. I don't know what the fuck this virus thought, or if it does have some form of thought process, opposed to just having natural instincts. All this prehistoric shit. And that's all the virus is. It's thousands and thousands of years of hardwired bullshit that basically their life cycle is very simple. Attach yourself to a host and suck up all his nutrients in order for you to survive. And unfortunately, the host is going to start to suffer, have all form of deficiencies, vitamins, of immune system, of strength, energy, everything. And this fucking virus is just going to wreak havoc once it enters the proper host, the perfect host, because that's what it looks for. It's just going from host to host in order for it to survive. But this wants the perfect host. And I don't believe nobody understands what the perfect host is. So many have spoke about the overall health of a host, and also any other compromising hidden health factors that fall under the category of diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma. It's just a whole family It's an entire family of illnesses that basically don't have no relations to each other. But once they get to bump into the COVID-19, everything just completely changes. It's crazy that no virus wants a host for the host to die or whatever. All of the viruses basically want.
How you been, man?
All the viruses basically want is a host they could attach themselves to forever and a day, so they could try to have the longest lifespans possible. But unfortunately, it's not how they see it. Because they attach themselves to a host and hope for the best. And that's it. Many form of entries and ways to enter a host. Only so much could be done in order to try to protect yourselves. It just takes one simple mistake. You can put on a face mask and a scarf and everything, and all the gloves and all the everything. Just be ready with face shields and face masks and drowning yourself in vitamin C. This has already affected athletes that, you know, that their health is at the greatest level, and they even have fell. They have nothing compromising the immune system. Nothing. Like a lot of NBA players, they got sick, and they did what they had to do and recuperate. And of course, people study them, and no matter how healthy they are, strong, they could get this virus in them. So this could attack kids, anybody, old, elderly. But one thing I do believe, that I could just try to prophesy certain things that might happen. I believe that once this virus enters an animal, dog, cat, anything of that nature, it is going to mutate, and then they could reinfect us with something more stronger or more weaker. And viruses don't go nowhere. This COVID-19 is just going to be the founding father of this COVID thing until COVID-20 comes along, and 21 and 22 and whatever. They're not going nowhere. These viruses are going to be here even when we're long gone. But we're going to give this virus hell. We're going to fight. We're going to fight, and we're going to stand our grounds. And we're going to quarantine. We're going to do everything that needs to be done in order to combat this hidden nemesis. There's so much that could be done and we didn't do. And we can't not stop and look back and start criticizing that we should have done this and we should have done that. Those days are over. Right now, it's just that we have to stand our ground, and we need to react accordingly to try to overcome this. It's not the time to be pointing fingers to see who's at fault. But if we're going to point some fingers, you know, if China would have brought it to the attention of the world in the very beginning, because Wuhan is, you know, it has over 11 million people. Once they had a large percentage of people getting sick, and they just didn't know how to combat this, and then it just started to evolve, and then, you know, people was just dying, and It spread easily. They should have just tried to containment, and also at the same time tell the world, bring it to the attention of the World Health Organization, of so many people, so many organizations, companies, anybody. Just tell people there's some crazy shit going on over here. China could have done that in the very, very, very beginning, instead of trying to take matters into their own hands. And also our government, United States government, had to take heed to this and pay close attention, and not underestimate this, and not try to just put a Cinderella story that everything's going to be happy at the very end. We have to prepare for the worst. And there's no way this country could go down. We're going to fight to the very end. And yeah, we should have definitely been more aggressive in the very beginning. But as I said, it's not the time to be pointing fingers. She's the one that